Hello, friends. I hope I am visible and audible. So it's a very, very big event. Federal Reserve, जो यूएस का रिजर्व बैंक है, it's going to come out with its repo rate decision. मतलब वो इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ाएगा. ये इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ाएगा वो तो कंफर्म है. But how much percentage it's going to increase the interest rate? That's a big question. And it's going to impact all the markets all around the world. So tomorrow also our market can open very much higher or very much lower because of this particular decision. Okay. So where can we see this decision live? तो ये जो इंटरेस्ट रेट डिसीजन है उसके वजह से कल अपना मार्केट बहुत ज्यादा हाई ओपन हो सकता है, नहीं तो बहुत ज्यादा लो ओपन हो सकता है, और ये पूरा साल चलने वाला है. तो हियर यू कैन सी ऑलसेंट इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ चुका है 2 मीटिंग्स में, और यहाँ पे 10 ईयर यील्ड 3% के आसपास है. दैट मीन्स 1% is already increased. The interest rate increase can go up to 3% within this year. That is the expectation. Not 3%, at least 2.4%. Now, why is this interest rate hike taking place? Because inflation in US is at 40 years high. Because people were giving the government gave people thousands of dollars for free during COVID times, and they continued from 2020 Feb, or sorry, from 2020 March until 2021, and they didn't stop it. Only now, since the last 2 months, from February, April, May, and June, they have started to increase the interest rate. जो फ्री का पैसा दिया है वो वापस लेना चाहते हैं, बिकॉज दैट डॉलर विल स्टार्ट लूजिंग वैल्यू. ओके, तो फ्री का पैसा कहीं पे भी हजम नहीं होता है. अगर इंडिया में भी हमने किसी को फ्री का पैसा दिया तो वो क्या करेंगे, कहीं पे तो जाके उसको स्पेंड करेंगे. दे विल स्टार्ट स्पेंडिंग इट समवेयर. either they will buy some clothes, commodities, electronics, mobiles, vehicles, something or the else. Same thing has been happening in America. तो आर्टिफिशियली उन्होंने अपने इकोनॉमी को ऊपर कर दिया फ्री में पैसा देके. ओके, सो नाउ बाय इंक्रीजिंग द इंटरेस्ट रेट एंड controlling the flow of money, they are trying to control the inflation. Okay, तो मैंने टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे ये एक वीडियो शेयर किया था इन्फ्लेशन के बारे में. यू शुड सी दैट वीडियो. आई शेयर्ड दिस वीडियो अबाउट इन्फ्लेशन on the telegram group, and you should see the video. Now let's come to the expectation, what they are going to do. Now the expectation, the whole expectation, जो अनुमान है, जो expectation है, that expectation says 0.5% increment, but the expectation says 0.5 increment, but the previous 2 increments or 3 increments or whatever the action, inflation has not come down considerably. So now they're expecting 0.75 increment. So directly from 1%, it might go, the interest rate might go to 1.75. Okay, for that reason the markets are very tensed. If there is no increment of 0.75, I expect the market will go up, the US market will rise. अगर 0.75% इंक्रीमेंट नहीं हुआ तो यूएस मार्केट, जो हम अभी चार्ट देख रहे हैं वो S&P 500 का चार्ट है. यहाँ पे मैंने बहुत सारे इंडिकेटर्स ऐड करके रखे हैं. सो व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल ट्राई टू कट डाउन दोस indicators and try to make the graph very simple. So here you can see, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, this is the movement of S&P 500 from the opening. It has been in the positive, but time to time there has been a correction. तो positive ही open हुआ है, but time to time there has been a correction. So now within 3 minutes rates. Now is 11:27. Okay, so let's go to Bloomberg. Is live टीवी जो है उनका, वहाँ जाके उनका लाइव टेलीकास्ट देख सकते हैं. So I will meet it until 11:30, and we will try to have a discussion will happen. Okay. So here you can see full Federal Reserve rate decision. Okay. So let's see it live, and at 11:30 I will unmute this, and then we can have a live discussion and live telecast of what is. Not connecting क्योंकि साथ बहुत सारे लोग इसको कनेक्ट करें. Many people are trying to attempt the access to Bloomberg Live at once, so probably the server is going very slow. Okay. Anyways, I think we will get an access next few. And as here you can see, there is a lot of volatility going on. Okay? So why doing this live telecast? Because this is one of the biggest decision. 2020 में इंटरेस्ट रेट कर दिया था फेडरल रिजर्व ने, और बहुत सारे डॉलर्स प्रिंट करके पूरे मार्केट में प्रिंट कर देते. दैट्स व्हाई द मार्केट वेंट अप, द स्टॉक मार्केट वेंट अप, द कमोडिटीज मार्केट वेंट अप, एवरीथिंग. There is now a bubble, and slowly the air from the bubble is going out now. Okay, so now for that reason, this decision has utmost importance right now. Okay, so I think the Bloomberg channel is facing a lot of traffic, and that's why it is not been able to access. But here you can see suddenly there is a spike. Still it is Federal Reserve will come out with this. Federal Reserve अपनी interest rate decision के साथ announce करेगा. Okay, now we are able to access. There is an advertisement. But until then, let's see the graph. See, you can see already there is a volatility, and it is already 11:30 now. So probably they might have confusion, और वो already किसी को तो पता चल चुका होगा. तो वो ये volatility हमें देखना है. I want to show you the kind of volatility that happens when RBI Reserve Bank of India भी जब decision declare करता है, तब भी बहुत ज्यादा मूवमेंट होता है. सो यू शुड बी ऑलवेज केयरफुल ऑफ दिस वॉलेटिलिटी, और ये वॉलेटिलिटी हैंडल करने के लिए भी बहुत सारे स्ट्रेटजीज होते हैं. सो यू कैन सी सडनली फ्रॉम 3775 इट हैज जंप टू 3800. ओके, सो ये वॉलेटिलिटी आता रहेगा. सो आई विल अनम्यूट द डिसीजन नाउ. सो द डिसीजन इज Fed hikes the rates by 75 basis points. जो expectations था उससे ज़्यादा उन्होंने hike कर दिया है. Fed delivers biggest hike since 1994.
Unemployment rate will move up to 3.7% this year, 3.9% next year, and 4.1% in 2024. Given we're at 3.6% now, that would meet the test of the SOM rule, which posits that when you get a half percentage point rise in unemployment, you get a recession. However, the Fed is not forecasting recession this year. It is seen as rising significantly, 5.2% this year. It's 6.3% now. That's PCE, which will fall to 2.6% in 2024. Quote, inflation elevated, reflecting supply and demand imbalance related to the pandemic, higher energy prices, and broader price pressures, the statement says. The Russian invasion of and related events, it says, are, quote, creating additional pressure on inflation and global economic activity. Also, U.S. economic activity, this economy is going to slow significantly this year and the next 2 years, growing just.
So I wish until then you can see कितना बड़ा movement आ रहा है. The market has moved from 3078 to 3800. मतलब 50. So I'm refreshing. For some reason, the whole Bloomberg network is slow now. That is very understand here again. Federal Reserve raises the rates by 0.7% as rampant inflation forces biggest 1990 मतलब almost 28 years के बाद ये biggest hike है. Okay, so this is going to impact markets very heavily. अब मैं ये live telecast इसलिए कर रहा हूँ so that you people, this is an historical scenario. 2020 में कोविड आया. कोविड में सब घर में बैठे थे. So Federal Reserve, not only Federal Reserve, all the Reserve banks except like Reserve Bank of India, they printed money and they pumped into the economy. US, Canada और यूरोप में तो लोगों को घर पे by post, by courier उनके घर पे चेक्स आए for thousands of dollars and thousands of euros. So वो free money रहा. So this is historic, and this historic event is going to have historic implications. And now the Federal Reserve and the governments all around the world are trying to correct that, are trying to pull back the free money. So when you pull back the free money, the public is going to be very much. So now here you can see suddenly there is a big move downwards because it was expected that only 0.5% will be increased, but what has happened is 0.75% has been increased, which is highest in the last since 1994. So this is the highest hike. So इससे क्या होगा, ये मैसेज जाएगा कि आगे चलकर भी. So next meeting is going to be in July, September, November and December. In next meetings also there are going to be huge hikes. अब इससे क्या होगा, US Indian market is also going to be impacted by this. Indian market is also going to see this. वो अपना क्यू लेंगे इससे और अकॉर्डिंगली कल ओपन होंगे. अभी ये क्लियर नहीं है, शायद थोड़े देर में ये मार्केट ऊपर, क्योंकि मार्केट काफी सेल ऑफ हुआ था ये इवेंट में आने से पहले. ओके, नहीं तो ये मार्केट काफी नीचे जा सकता है बाय टेकिंग दिस क्यू. So what happened in events is that the traders, the investors are very unclear and they wait for the event to come out and accordingly take the decision. So I wanted to show you this. There is going to be a big movement in next few minutes, and this next few minutes are going to decide how the market opens, Indian market opens or the Asian market opens or the European market opens by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, why the US markets are so important? Why the decision in US is going to be so important? Because कुछ भी मानो, आपके जो भी thoughts हो, whatever your thoughts are, whatever your ideology or whatever it is, the US is the center of the US is the financial capital of the world. Whatever the US does financially is going to be impacted in rest of the world. So what I did as a trader in India is that I bought 15,800 call option and 15,600 put option. इसको strangle बोला जाता है. I bought that in my account. And I expect some big movement either on the upside or on the downside. As of now, I see the movement is on the downside. Okay. जो भी सुबह का जो भी gain था, the market, US markets are almost 1% positive, and now they are slipping into negative. So जो भी gain था वो अभी lose कर रहा है. But whatever can happen in next few minutes, because you know there is still a lot of clarity to come in. So that's why I bought 15,800 call option and 15,600 put option. So जिस भी तरफ मूवमेंट बड़ा होगा वो ऑप्शन मेरे को ज्यादा प्रॉफिट देगा और दूसरे साइड का ऑप्शन मेरे को कम लॉस देगा. So that is what I'm expecting, and that is what I wanted to show you. So let's wait for next few minutes, and you are new in the market. What you're doing, either you're doing delivery based investing, delivery based swing trading. Nowadays I hear a lot about swing trading, and I don't understand what is this swing trading, because most of the traders, most successful traders trading. Okay, so मुझे तो ये swing trading और ये सब कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है. What I do is I look at the trend, I look at the strength of the trend. So right now I'm seeing it is a very volatile market, but right now what I see that the trend is turning out to be negative. Just we have to, the strength of the trends where becomes very negative and it falls even further. So that is what I do. I don't do swing trader or anything. Swing trading, what I understand is you go against the trend and try to profit from the change in the trend. But it is a very dangerous way of trending because that doesn't always happen. Okay. So anyways, whatever kind of trading you're doing, this kind of events, the Federal Reserve increment or the Reserve Bank of India increment, are one of the biggest events which you are going to face in your life. This year, what the Reserve Bank is going to do, or all the banks which are going to do, are going to decide the next few years. What I am saying is, जो मैं predict कर रहा हूँ, आप जो भी long term investment पिछले 2 साल में कैसे हुआ है आप भी जानते हो, मैं भी जानता हूँ. कुछ भी उठा लो, कुछ भी बाय कर लो, वो बढ़ जाएगा. But it is not going to be that easy for the next few years. You will not be able, if you are going to buy a stock for long term, you will have to hold it for long term for 1 year minimum, then only you will gain. But what used to happen in 2021 was, whichever stock you pick, either it will increase by 20%, 30% within a month, or even within 15 days we have observed, because free paisa tha. There was free money in the economy. Even RBI had reduced its interest rate and was pumping money in the economy. But जो भी है, US is the capital of the world economy, the world financial markets. अगर US में free डॉलर पंप हो रहा है, तो पूरे दुनिया में वो पंप होगा, और वो किस में जाएगा? रिस्की एसेट्स में जाएगा. So this is what is going to happen. So you will have to keep a very well view of your investments, of your delivery, these things. Okay, but trading, yes, trading also it's going to be very volatile. अगर मैं ये 5 मिनट का चार्ट खोला है S&P 500 का, ये टाइम पे अगर किसी ने ऑप्शन खरीदा होता या फ्यूचर्स खरीदा होगा, उसका अकाउंट खत्म हो गया होगा, क्योंकि इतना वॉलेटिलिटी है. देयर इज नो क्लियर ट्रेंड. नाउ हियर यू कैन सी, even if you considered this 3 candles, the lowest point was 3763. It went to 3800. It came down to 3775. I have traded in US market. I am not trading today anything because I am very scared of this volatility. I am a very cautious trader. ये इतना मूवमेंट है, it is a movement of almost 2% to 3% within like 15-20 minutes. मतलब अगर फॉर एग्जांपल ये S&P 500 है, लेकिन अगर निफ्टी ने विद इन 15 मिनट्स 2% का मूवमेंट अप एंड डाउन दिया होता, तो सोचिए ट्रेडर्स का कितना बड़ा नुकसान हो गया होता. सो दिस इज the kind of movement is historic event, और ये इवेंट इतने जल्दी खत्म नहीं होने वाला है. लेट गो टू फेड रेट मॉनिटर. Bloomberg is slow again. Refresh again. Websites are slow right now. Probably everyone is access it. Okay. So Fed rate monitor अभी वो खत्म हो गया, जून का खत्म हो गया. अभी नेक्स्ट मीटिंग है जुलाई 27 and suddenly the expectation has gone above. मीटिंग में 2.5 हो सकता है ये एक्सपेक्टेशन हो. मतलब says probably the market is going to take a negative down, and this is what I feel in the month of June and probably July. Okay, because they are expecting 0.75 increment in the interest rate. So you will have to be very, very careful with these things. Still, there is not उसके कंपैरिजन में उतना ज़्यादा. Already the market has moved a lot before this meeting itself. So probably because of that, the market is showing a little bit of stability. So let's see what happens next. And in next, like one to decide how our markets are going to open, come live. और जो मैंने पोजीशन लिया था, मतलब 15,800 का कॉल खरीदा था और 15,700 ऑप्शन मैंने इसलिए बाय किया था क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है कि बहुत बड़ा मूवमेंट आएगा. और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है ये नेक्स्ट 1 आवर में भी, क्योंकि क्लोजिंग के बाद भी यूएस फ्यूचर्स जो है, ये यूएस 30 or US 500. How can you think.com? You can click on major indices. The link is available here, major indices, and you can check. So US 30, US 500 are the futures. ये 24 घंटे ये ट्रेड करते हैं. और ये Dow Jones 100 is the actual live trading, and these are futures. ये अपने को ट्रेंड बताते कि क्या हो सकता है. So at present, as of now, the trend is not clear. But in between the next 1 hour by 12:45, I'm pretty sure the trend will be clear. And similarly, that trend, if it continues on the US futures, tomorrow Nifty and Bank Nifty might open similar ways, even the Asian markets. And on top of that, tomorrow is weekly expiry of Nifty and Bank Nifty options, so can be very, very wild. अगर वो ऊपर की तरफ जाने लगा मार्केट, तो बहुत ऊपर जा सकता है मार्केट. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ना जा सकता है ऊपर, क्योंकि मार्केट 15,700 के आसपास बॉटम बना रहे पिछले 3 दिन से. और अगर यूएस मार्केट पॉजिटिव ओपन हुआ तो अपना मार्केट कल डायरेक्टली 16,000 और उसके पार भी जा सकता है. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट निफ्टी, एंड बैंक निफ्टी माइट बी मच हायर परसेंटेज वाइज. अगर 16,000 गया 2%, and bank nifty might go 3.5%. So that is what I am trying to predict. But going lower, you don't know if it might go lower, because already बहुत नीचे आ चुका है मार्केट. यूएस मार्केट भी बहुत नीचे आ चुका है. अभी यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं ये ऊपर जा रहा है मार्केट. So if it goes, it might go even, it might not go that much low. Okay, if it breaks 15,700 convincingly, which it has broken, Nifty has broken, it has closed around 15,680, but it might not go that much lower. It might go to 15,500 and it might take a support there. That means 1%. If it opens higher, it might go 2%, 2.5% also. Okay. But if it goes lower, it might go only 1% lower. और वहां पे बॉटम बना के थोड़े दिन के लिए वहां बॉटम बना के it might take a move upwards. So that is what my view is about the market, and let's see how it functions. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I wanted to give you presentation of the most important इवेंट इन आर टाइम. अपने टाइम पे बहुत बड़ा इवेंट चल रहा है फाइनेंशियल मार्केट में. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रेड इन फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स, you should have a knowledge of inflation, you should have a knowledge of how the reserve bank around the world, mostly if you're trading in India, you should definitely have a knowledge of Federal Reserve and Reserve Bank of India. These two things, and their actions will decide how the market will move. So that's it. Now it is almost 12 o'clock, but I will myself keep on observing the market until 12:45, and I hope you also do that so that you learn what is happening. I hope you have learned something from this podcast. Thank you very much, and again come back live tomorrow to show the live market action. Okay, thank you very much.